How do you breathe? And what regulates the secretion of hormones and heart rate in your body? What is controlling your muscles, your thinking process, your emotions, and the other body functions? It is no doubt the brain that is responsible for the functioning of all organs of the body. And the brain is actually one of the most needy organs, as it consumes about 20% of the calories that enter the body. But it is basically depending on your age, your weight, and the type of your daily body activity as well. According to the site Bill Hill Post, which is specialized in health affairs, there are 10 habits you do on a daily basis that may damage the brain cells and hinder it from performing its tasks in the best way. And this is going to be this video's topic, so please bear with us. First, do you usually feel bored? If so, do not leave yourself easy prey to boredom. For example, when you lose your current friends, make yourself new friends and acquaintances and keep things connected and relive your memories from time to time. Without this stimulation of the brain, it'll become vulnerable to damage just like any other organ. And you must very well realize that feeling bored and empty for long and prolonged periods of time negatively affects your brain cells. So set yourself some life goals, fill up your time, and never allow boredom to slip into your life. Second, are you one of those that neglect breakfast? If so, you need to be careful. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, as proven by all studies. Without this meal, you can imagine that the brain will not work properly. If this repeats day after day till it becomes a habit, it'll affect the metabolism by decreasing the amount of calories and fat that body can burn, which will lead in some cases to organs dysfunction, in which the body shuts down certain organs completely and prevent them from functioning. According to studies, the brain works at its full capacity when it is fed every morning, which reflects and assures the importance of breakfast. Third, smartphones. There are different opinions and researches in this regard. Is that exposure to an electromagnetic field and a certain level of radiation for a long time is very harmful to brain cells. So it is very much better to reduce the exposure to smartphones as much as possible, and not to keep them close to the head during sleep and before you go to bed. Don't forget to turn off any of the devices that emit radiation, such as the router if you're using one. Fourth, there are those who insist on working whilst being ill, which is totally wrong. If you feel sick, stay at home and have some rest and eat well. It won't hurt if you postpone work for 1 or 2 days. What hurts is when you make it worse by going to work where you're prone to catching various infections, because when you are sick, your immune system works at its full capacity to resist the disease. Fifth, there are people who have an open appetite, and maybe you are one of them. And you must be aware that excessive eating can undoubtedly lead to obesity, which is one of the most harmful problems to the brain. Obesity is associated with exposure to brain atrophy and dementia. Sixth, lack of communication. Speech communication relies on several parts of the brain, meaning when you stop talking or communicating verbally with others, whoever they are, your cerebral functions will subsequently stop. So the lack of interaction with those around you will result into depression, which negatively affects the brain. 7. Burning the candle at both ends. It is about workaholics who love to go to bed late and wake up early, and those who suffer from sleep disorder. You should know that the brain works during sleep just the way it works in wakefulness. But the brain has some additional functions during sleep. It stores memories, and another very important point, it disposes of toxins. Therefore, taking enough sleep is of a paramount importance for brain health. 8. Smoking. Cigarettes contain a huge amount of toxins, and by the way, every smoker knows about this. Studies have proven that it harms the brain little by little, especially the membranes of the brain cells. 9th. What is inhaled from the pollutants in the air spreads to all parts of the body, including the brain. So try to stray away from polluted air. These are the 9 destructive habits for the brain. Let us be aware of them. And if there is someone you care about, share this video with them. Peace.